Hello everyone, Adam here with AJT Design. Here today we got an instruction video. This is our push start button that we have. So this is a replacement for if you've got a push starter like this for the 2016 and newer Toyota Tacoma. Will also fit the 20 and 20 and newer Tundras, some of the newer RAV4s and 4Runners, etc. If you've got the Toyota start button that looks like this, then you've got a candidate for our replacement button. So this video is for showing the instructions on how to remove the old button and install the new button. The best way that I've found to do this does not really require dashboard assembly. I've just removed this for demonstration purposes. As you can see, this is from a 3rd gen or 2016 and newer Tacoma. So the first step to removing this is going to be to remove this outer ring. And this will be the same whether you have our replacement ring or the factory chrome ring that goes there. If you're doing our button upgrade, I'd highly recommend you purchase our ring that goes with it. They were designed to work together from an aesthetic standpoint anyway. So this thing we usually will just kind of pull off. You may need to pry it with a screwdriver just a little bit. Being very careful not to scratch and mar anything. And this will come. Carefully work your way around. This will come right off. So the next thing you want to do is release this button. And this button is held in by 3 tabs. You've got one at 12, one at 6, and one at 9. There is no tab at 3 o'clock. If you do happen to have your whole dashboard apart, it is helpful to remove this piece, though it's not necessary. I'm going to do it just because it's going to be a little bit easier to hold. So if you're taking this apart, we show dashboard removals on some of our other videos, if you're interested in that. Again, for something like the Tundra, I know getting this thing out is kind of a lot of work, so I wouldn't recommend it. But if you happen to have it out for the Tacoma anyway, it's pretty easy to pop out. But all this stuff can be done with the button still in place in the truck. So anyways, what you're going to want to do is pry the screwdriver under 6 o'clock position, and you should be able to pry up and gently loosen it up. Then what you want to do is kind of use your thumb to sort of hold it in place. Get the screwdriver back around here to just about 8 o'clock, and it will pop right out, releasing all 3 tabs. I played around with removing this thing in a bunch of different ways, and that by far is the easiest, kind of most foolproof way to do it. As you can see, this thing is all scratched and damaged up from taking it apart and putting it together a million times, but that is my favorite way to do it. And you can see those are your 3 tabs, and that's the factory button. Our button simply snaps on, snaps in place. You can see our tabs are much thicker and much more robust. So once this is on, this is much harder to remove. You shouldn't ever have to remove it, but just FYI. Also worth mentioning, I'm not going to show it in the video, but this text will light up, and it looks pretty much almost exactly the same as the OEM button in terms of color and brightness. When you put this on, of course, you just want to make sure you have it aligned correctly, so that, again, over at 3 o'clock, you've got your section without the tab, and you just want to push it on and snap it down, and then that's it. You're in. So once that's in, you want to replace the ring. Let's see if I got this right here. Nope. Is that it? Maybe I had it the other way. There it goes. Had it right the first time. Lining those up can be a bit tricky, but there's only one way for it to go on. So just as you can see how the button looks with the ring in there, I think that turned out pretty good. And then you're all set. If you've removed it from the vehicle, snap it back in, connect all your wires, etc. But you can see, style-wise, it works pretty well with climate trim rings, the start button ring, and if you had the 4x4 knob next to it, that as well. This must have come from a 2-wheel drive model because we don't have that. Anyways, that's the whole video. Thanks for watching. As always, I'll have my email and our website in the link below in case you have questions or if you'd like to purchase one of these. Thank you.